always love hearing Jon Bernthal yelling and getting new no memes.
Chat, please join me in welcoming a very special guest. You know him as Hunter from The Real Pineapple. Ladies and gentlemen, Hunter!
Hello. Am I on? Hello, everyone. Hello, internet. How's it going, y'all? You caught me at perfect time. I just finished watching AEW, so I was like, I'll hop on real quick.
Yes,
good to see you here. Man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like, if you wanted to come on and talk the Punisher, you could have just asked.
Well, dude, I never, that's the thing. I never want to invite myself somewhere. I think that's always been a thing. So yeah, but
I get that and I respect it. But you're much more of a funny book person than I am. So I feel like this is, kind of warranted. But we have, instead of Daredevil Tuesdays, which RIP to
I missed
3 of the 4 season of Peak shows.
Yeah.
Real quick, peak for Daredevil season 2. That finale. I know I've mentioned it.
Yeah, it's like when they mentioned in interviews that there's a moment in the finale that tops the "I beat you" monologue. I didn't fucking believe him. Shit, he might be right.
Dude, it was so I'll just say real quick in the chat. So I finished this. I was lucky enough to get a screener, which has been I know. Yeah, Nick was the first person to tell me to eat a bag of dicks, but it has been so difficult not saying shit because I wanted y'all to like experience this shit, and it was just like, okay, I was like, okay, no, they're at this part, so I just need to be quiet. That storming of a government building.
Yeah, we said it last week. It's woke January 6th.
Oh man, as I was watching it, just seeing Fisk break people's backs.
Oh, we get a visual of what the 100 men versus a gorilla looks like.
Yeah, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, and
it's like the Scientology speedrunners when they finally get to the top level.
That's actually a very apt comparison.
Very good, very timely.
I will say too, just shout out to Kristen Ritter, who was phenomenal in the bits that we got her in. She was used just enough, which I was like very appreciative of. I was like, okay, good. Yeah, that cameo at the end, I screamed. I was just like, and they've already confirmed that character is very prominent in season 3, which is currently filming. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm genuinely curious where we're heading. My Dark Defender, my Dark Avengers theory still holds some water as far as where Bullseye ends up. I just like to throw that out there
because he's one of the good guys now.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's working for the government.
Come on, right? He's good. He's good.
Yeah. Come on, like, when has the government ever lied to you? But
never.
But yeah, just Daredevil season 2. If you have not watched it, please watch it. It's my favorite season outside of season 3, which is still my peak. So
yeah, that is peak Marvel TV. But speaking of a peak Marvel character, I feel like one of the notable missing characters from season 2 of Born Again, he had such a prominent role in the first season, was Frank Castle. And there was an announcement that we were getting a special presentation of what was Frank Castle doing up to during season 2. So we get a little bit of an answer. We get he was doing the same kind of character arc that started both seasons of The Punisher. He kills every person that has ties to the death of his family and is now sad about it, that he feels like he has no purpose. And I say that very flippantly, but I really love this opening of this pilot because I feel like Frank Castle is a character that is very difficult to write for. He's deceptively hard to write for.
Yeah.
Because if you really leaned into the fractured mental state of Frank Castle from the comics, like you read some of the Garth Ennis Punisher Max run or Welcome Back Frank, you would basically have just Dexter.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. So I will say season 2 definitely goes more into that. Now getting my big season 2 gripe out of the way, the way that Jigsaw looks, come on, people.
You mean I'll pull up an image for reference, but I joke about it all the time. It's like, it's like Jigsaw's supposed to be this like horrifyingly disfigured person, but the makeup that they gave Ben Barnes, and Ben Barnes is already one of the most beautiful men on the planet.
Oh, he's a very handsome man.
Yeah.
Honestly, the scars just made him hotter.
Yeah, they said he's too pretty. You can't mess up his face.
It made him accessible. It made me think I had a shot.
Yeah, maybe that's why we haven't seen Bradley like the ugliest Bradley Cooper will get is voicing a CGI raccoon. Like maybe it's just like I'm so handsome.
It's like this is what the character looked like in Punisher Warzone.
Yeah.
Now, what I will give season 2 a lot of credit for, and I mean a ton of credit, the whole fact that a religious organization is trying to kill the Punisher and this girl that he's trying to protect who could bring down some people who essayed her. The fact that's the plot of a season 2 Marvel Netflix show and it has government ties, you're just like, ha 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 ha. Like it's and that was back in like 2012, 2013. So it's very interesting.
That was, I think, 2019 when season 2 of Punisher.
Was it that long ago? What is time anymore? What is time anymore? Yeah, that was January 18th, 2019. Bravo. But it's really interesting how that in particular goes ahead and develops, because it is Frank realizing that there is this big like web conspiracy. And some of the best stuff from Frank's catalog in terms of the comics is when Micro sometimes is a rival, because there's that tech aspect that you can play off of, which is quite fun. I think the thing that I was the most pleasantly surprised by is how straightforward this is, and I do mean that as a compliment, because it's a very Punisher story. Because like for the first 20 or so minutes, you're kind of like, okay, Frank is tortured. I mean, he often is. He's it's speaking to his mental state. Is he's seeing figures from his past, like talk to him. Like we get the return of Curtis Hoyle from front of the show. Like his boy who talks to him. We see some of his fellow Marines, and we get visions of his family, which I think that's like some of the most emotionally affecting stuff in this one shot. Well, it's so interesting because Jon Bernthal, I mean, even back from Walking Dead days, like there would just be times where he'd be acting alongside like a vision, or he'd be seeing something. You're kind of like, damn, he's really good at doing that. And there are multiple points in here where you're just like, God damn, like there, like I said it in the chat, I was like, why does Jon Bernthal have more chemistry with a grave than Henry Cavill had with Amy Adams and Batman for and I said that like kind of tongue in cheek, but I went back and watched that scene, and no, he has more chemistry with that grave than Cavill. Like it's kind of amazing actually, because like one of the running bits has been the whole one batch, two batch, that being the story he read to his kids, and they kind of put a loop on that in terms of like tying that up, and the rest of it, you're like, oh wow, that's fucked. Like it's one of those things where you're like, God damn, okay, like this is how this okay. But A lot of this, it's very John Wick coded. It's very raid coded. Like, holy shit! You want to talk about
we're just
it's
going.
yeah, it's like that was what was going through my mind this entire special, because this special is directed by Reynaldo Marcus Green, whose previous credits include King Richard and the Bob Marley biopic. Not great
okay,
stuff.
better. Yeah.
Oh wait, he
I
also
mean,
directed like all of We Own This City, who
Yep,
Jon
which,
Bernthal also
another
started.
Another Bernthal project.
That's
So
crazy.
that's where they got hooked up. But I'm
definitely not an easy watch. We own the city.
No, definitely not. It's a show to make you mad for sure.
Yeah, that's like, oh man, if you're a minority, it's like, do you want to hate cops more? Well, boy, howdy, do I have the show for you? Because, whoo, that show.
But yeah, getting back to this, it's like I'm kind of surprised how just straightforward this is. There isn't a lot of time spent on character stuff, even though I feel like this is it's kind of hard to say this is the most concise that Frank's arc as a character has been presented on screen, because even on the Netflix Punisher era, it's like you got 13 episodes in both seasons to fill out, so you have to include more shit in that. And even season 2 of Daredevil, I felt like that was the best interpretation, but we get a little character building. We get some humanizing of Frank, particularly with this one donut shop family that he frequents. We get a little peek that the Nucci crime family, which they're a crime family that was very prominent in the Welcome Back Frank comic. And some great actors appearance, like we get Andre Royo, who plays the donut shop owner.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, I think the biggest or one of the biggest takeaways from this is that first off, I found it adorable that people were like, oh my god, like, are they gonna kill Frank? And I was just like, y'all, like, no, no, they're not. Like you think this motherfucker is just coming back to the role, and it's like, all right, cool, let's kill him off. It's like, no, fuck no, they're not. There's no goddamn way.
It's like, let me tell you something.
Yeah,
let me tell you something.
I will say, I mean, not really spoiler, but the fact that they end on the I guess I say reimagining of the classic Punisher logo. I love that shit. I was just like, oh yeah. I was like, that's with like the blue, like the Dolph Lundgren style. Like, okay, yep, love that. Secondly, if you are squeamish, this is not the special for you, because
it gets bloody.
If you watch the trailer for Evil Dead Burn and you felt like even remotely squeamish, just pass the controller.
Like,
the same for you.
There's a way he kills this one guy inside of a kitchen involving a knife that I actually was like, I was mid pipe hit. I was like, God damn! Like, I can't stop my hit. I was like, holy shit!
Yeah, that whole sequence is set to a song by Hatebreed. I think it's I Will Be Heard, and it's going to who Frank Castle is as a character, because he it goes back to what I was saying earlier about he's a character that's deceptively hard to write for, because you think he's just this one-track mind of a vengeful killer, but Frank has in his mind some form of humanity. He sees this shop owner that has the little kid, so he forgoes going to kill Ma Nucci, who in this is played by Judith Light, and just says, all right, I'm gonna go help this family, I'll catch you later.
And like what you said, like with this being written, like it really feels like it's written by the Punisher. The special,
and Jon Bernthal co-wrote this with Reynaldo Marcus Green.
Yeah, so Johnny B, he's big. Like you can tell, he's so tapped into this character, like since his appearance in Daredevil season 2. And I think this special definitely serves as like if you've been living under a rock and didn't watch Born Again, didn't watch, or just like only saw like Punisher season 1 or 2, this serves as like a solid reintroduction of the character and what he is.
That's why I'm not as as critical about this because this is essentially just redoing Frank's origin again for the third time. But
Yeah.
but that's only a very small part of this. The rest is just Frank Castle murdering the shit out of people. And that's really all you need for a good at least a watchable Punisher thing.
Honestly, yeah. And the action and choreography is done super well.
Yeah, I think the big thing, I think Nick is right on the front. Like I would tell people just to kind of be informed, because I do think that both seasons of Punisher are actually very good TV. Do you need to watch them? No, you really don't. But I love this in terms of reintroduction because it is very baseline Punisher. Punisher really loves killing crime families. It's kind of one of his it's kind of one of his favorite things. And the fact that Nushi gets away, I am hoping that's a thread that we will come back to. I have some ways to tie that in, but I'll save that for for a future podcast. But one of the things that made me like laugh, and I got really sad, but I laughed, is that this one guy to start off the special does such a dick thing. I was like,
yeah, that's
one of the most evil things in MCU.
Also, like,
it's like,
what the
this
fuck?
Is where we're getting the John Wick comparisons, because this poor like homeless veteran with just this adorable dog. And it is, pure evil. And I feel like that's what makes the Punisher as a character worse, is it's like Punisher, I feel like his best appearances are when he is in an antagonist role to other characters, like his early introduction in the Spider-Man comics, some of his appearances in the animated series, and of course, season 2 of Daredevil. But lacking that, just put him surrounded by characters who are worse.
Oh yeah, just pieces of shit. And this guy too, he's so gleeful about what he does. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
There is not a grave deep enough for that guy.
Oh no, there's not. And I will say, where the special ends up, I was just like, oh yeah, that's the stuff. I was like, yep, that's what I wanted. I'm happy you opened with this to end with this. One thing too, I will say is, God bless all these morons who think they have a chance to kill Frank, because these guys, they're like fucking lemmings. They're just like, no.
They are a gang of red shirts that is just there to be murdered.
Yeah, and man, the way in which Frank fucks these dudes up, like there was a baseball bat shot to the kneecap that made me. I was like, oh, that's like, it is such a brutal. And I don't know who did it, but shout out to the sound editor, because goddamn, anytime someone got hit or shot or stabbed, like you heard like a gush, or like you're just like, oh, like, okay, like you feel every hit. I'm on
the Wikipedia. I don't see anybody for sound, but shout out to Melissa Lawson Chung, who edited the special and also worked on both seasons of Born Again.
Oh, well, there you go.
That makes sense.
It definitely has a very consistent tone in how it's shot. Like, you feel like this is definitely in that same, in that same world. One thing I also really did enjoy about this is that there's definitely some side scroller energy to this. There's a point where Frank goes out of a window and perspective literally changes, so it basically turns into like Super Mario World for a bit, as you're seeing Frank like take these guys down. But the changes in perspective are actually one of the things that really benefit this special. Deborah Ann Wool makes a cameo as Karen. I don't have enough words for my level of respect for that woman. She's incredible.
She gets better and better.
It's
she
like,
really does. Like,
can you believe that they were literally about to make Born Again without her?
Yeah,
which is
that's
so
insane to
insane.
me.
Yeah, there's for just in case those who haven't seen, there is a interrogation scene in the back half of season 2 that I was just like, this bitch is crazy, and I mean that as a compliment. I was like, God damn, she just like, I was like,
I was like, this is so tense, but so hot.
yeah, basically, yeah. So I was in that exact same. And like,
More scenes with them,
Alea,
too,
like,
please. More scenes with
Alea
them.
looked at me.
You know the writer's room of Born Again is freaky as hell.
Oh yeah, no.
Come on,
Alea
yeah.
straight up looked at me. She was like, "Wow, you have issues." I'm like, "You knew he was cheating." Yeah, exactly. I've not tried to hide this, but I really love the chemistry that her and Frank have. I do hope we get more of that in. Not to get too much into it, but it's going to be very interesting to see what they do with season 3 of Born Again, because there's a lot of potential pieces that they'll have access to. But at the end of the day, really what this lands on is that Frank, the title is just, there's always going to be another crime family. There's always going to be another potential villain. So the Punisher, this ends with him being committed back to his mission, and seeing the logo, because they were a bit stingy on that in Netflix. Like, now we're actually seeing the logo, and it's like, okay.
It's like, as much as I love like both seasons of the Netflix Punisher, you definitely feel the kind of 2000s-ness of, we're kind of embarrassed that this is attached to a comic book.
Yeah.
And
that was a lot of Netflix Marvel stuff.
Unfortunately, but it feels like we're at this point now where it's like we need to embrace like the silliness.
It's a good balance.
I mean,
it's like this character is about to appear in Spider-Man: Brand New Day, so we can afford to like embrace the comic absurdity.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, because it is very much that, like, oh my god, we can't find the Punisher. Where's the Punisher? I'm like, the guy in the skull, like, running around New York, like
in full tactical gear with the white skull painted on his chest.
Yeah, you don't know where that guy is.
It's always kind of it's very much in the similar thing where it's like, oh my god, we can't find Ghost Rider. It's like, you can't.
Really?
like I'm
you blind.
Yeah, like unless they're using Firestone tires, there aren't a whole lot of motorcycles that are going to be on fire in New York. But yeah, like, I mean, just getting to final thoughts. This just kicked ass. This was like like, and the thing is, it moves very quick. Like, that was something, like, pacing wise, I was like, oh damn, like, it finished up. I was like, oh damn, it's over. Shit, like I could have used another 10, 15.
Yeah, a few more bodies.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. That is one thing I will say. There's not a lack of bodies. Like, they're like, just off that rooftop fight alone.
The first action set piece of Frank, it's one you see in the trailer of like they light him on fire and it's set to like a cover of Lovey and Rose. It's like it is glorious.
Agreed.
Yeah, I will say too, and I mean this respectfully, whenever Jon Bernthal yells, it is like one of the most like tragic, terrifying things. Like, it, like, you
like
can,
a vocal stem.
Like, I can't really think of another way to phrase it, but you can almost hear the PTSD in like every scream. Like, it's so like, just gravelly, and it's from such a place. Like, it reminds me of season 5, that premiere of Dexter, where after that person gets killed and Dexter has his first kill, and he just has this like scream that's so like animalistic that you're just kind of like, holy shit, like it's that level of uncomfortable. And
you're right on the money. And the real story behind that scream is just Bernthal caught a PA napping.
Right, exactly. I hate naps. Like,
it's like the whole world's moving. Let me tell you something. Whole world's moving while you're napping, brother.
Right. It's so intense. But as far as a grade, this is a strong tune in. like I said, the pacing was like the biggest surprise for me, because I was like, how long is it going to be? Is this like an hour? Is this like, it's like 51 minutes. It's like just under an hour.
51 minutes with credits.
Yeah,
Oh,
around the
okay.
same
So,
week as the other Marvel special presentations, Werewolf by Night and Guardians Holiday.
Now I won't lie, I thought Werewolf by Night was longer. I thought that was over an hour. I could be wrong, but yeah, I mean, you're gonna get more Punisher in like 5 weeks.
You're right.
Yeah. Whenever Spider-Man is out, so it's like you're fine. But yeah, this is a solid tune in. Really enjoyed it.
Yep, Brandon, what did you think about One Last Kill?
Yeah, no, like I said, this serves as like a solid reintroduction to Punisher, really putting him in a proper Punisher place, like not just killing people for the vengeance of his family now, but like killing people to help other people now. Like he has more of a motive.
You mean like he was doing in season 2?
Yeah, but yeah, no, more so.
And he likes it. Like
he likes it. He's accepted his role now as just not killing for himself.
Especially when you get a look at this neighborhood that Frank is like living in now. It's like
the beginning of Beau is Afraid.
That's exactly it. It's like this neighborhood, it's like the Purge, which I feel like that's an interesting thing. It's like he just finished taking out the Nucci crime family, and they mentioned that there's a power vacuum in this neighborhood now.
All hell breaks loose.
Interesting.
Yeah, which is a very interesting, like they make a very prominent point to make that statement. You're like, huh, okay, like that's
But no, I very much enjoyed this special. Same with Hunter, very much a strong tune in. I think this is like Marvel really testing the waters with Punisher. Like, let's see how he does outside of Daredevil again, and then let's see how he does interacting with other MCU characters with Spider-Man coming up. So I'm excited to see where Punisher goes from here, especially with how the special leaves off. Like you said, Nucci does leave, so we got to see her again. But yeah, strong tune in. Always love hearing Jon Bernthal yelling and getting new no memes.
Yeah, but I'm kind of right there with the both of you. It's like I liked Bernthal's solo run as the Punisher, especially on the Netflix shows. I really loved season 1 of that show. Season 2, I rewatched it recently, and I liked it a lot more than I did the first go around. But you really felt the kind of like stretching out pacing of trying to justify 13 episodes. But with this, it's fast. It gets in. It like tells the story that it wants to tell with Frank in this like crisis of identity, and him coming around to kind of realizing who he is at his core. He's a guy who he is a bad guy who fucks up worse guys. And I feel like that is Punisher when he is written at his best.
For sure.
And he fucks them up so satisfyingly. This is some of the
boy
best
howdy does he ever.
This is some of the best action in the MCU period. It's like really refreshing to get something with this kind of grittiness, this kind of rawness. And we compared this a lot to stuff like Old Boy in terms of its action, in terms of stuff like The Raid, and you get the elevator pitch of just throw Frank Castle in The Raid. It's like, shit, I'm already seated.
I'm there.
Yeah,
but
I would imagine that's how the pitch went.
The action's great. I think emotional core of this, I feel like it works really well. Bernthal, this is probably my favorite of his appearances as the character since his season 2 run of Daredevil. And I'm so glad he got to reintroduce the character of the Punisher in the MCU in a way that is satisfying, in a way that feels like it understands who Frank Castle is at his core.
Right there with you.